Hawthorn Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorn Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Mariah Imler.
I'm Terry Hayter.
I'm Lynn McClure.
I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorn Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorn Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, this is Coach Fregon. I'm here with our weekly Blue Jay press conference. We're coming off our first loss of the season, a 38-30 loss to Platte County last week here at Liberty High School. Dropped our record to 5-1, and going into this week, we play another 5-1 team, Park Hill South. That'll be for our conference championship this Friday evening here at Liberty High School as well. So I'll go ahead and open it up for some questions. Go ahead.
How do you think you guys played last Friday?
We were disappointed in how we played in some aspects of the game. Other aspects were okay, but really made 3 special teams errors that led to 21 of their points. And we know as a team that we have to be good in special teams. We have been all year until that game that night. It had some critical errors that we're working on cleaning up going into this week. When you're playing against a good football team, a state-ranked team like Platte County is, you can't make mistakes like that, and it really cost us this past week.
So how do you plan on bouncing back for this 5-1 team, Park Hill South?
Well, you look at it, we don't have any time to really do anything but bounce back. They're a great football team. And like I said, their one loss was a 1-point loss to Park Hill, who's a really good 6A school. And we know we have a tough one coming this upcoming week against them. Our kids are maybe a little more excited. We haven't had a conference title in a long time, and a win would secure a conference title for us. With 2 games left to go. So anyway, that's something that we're really excited about. Know there's a big opportunity for us and hope we play well this Friday.
How do you think the homecoming game affects your players?
Well, I think it's just a lot of fun throughout the week, and I think once that clock, it starts and that opening kickoff hits Friday night, that stuff's kind of out the door. Really what matters is what takes place on the field that night and how we execute. But leading up to it, there's a lot of fun activities, and I think it does nothing but add to the game. Our school does homecoming extremely well. Many school students involved throughout the weeks, a lot of activities, parade, assembly, different things like that. That you, as a coach, you can look at it 2 ways: as a distraction or a celebration of what's going on in our school. And that's the way we look at it. A lot of fun things. All of our sports this year, this fall, have had incredible seasons. I think across the board, in every sport, Liberty High School's had an outstanding fall. And it's a celebration of all of those as we go through this week.
So coming off from that loss, how do you think it will affect your conference position?
Well, right now, conference-wise, it wasn't a conference loss. So that's one thing when you look at that. We still are undefeated in conference, and so is Park Hill South. So that is something that going into this game, we know that it'll affect that. Conference really doesn't mean much when you go to the playoffs and the district seedings. Our district seedings, we're still number 1 in our district, but we know there's a lot of great teams in our district with 3 games left in the regular season to go. So we just need to keep winning on that aspect and improving each week, and that will help us in our district standings.
What are some key players you're going to be leaning on for this upcoming game Friday?
Well, I think when you look at Park Hill South, they're a very balanced offense, and we're going to have good run defense up front to stop their run game. And for the most part, we did that last week. They had some in there, but we gained Brandon Strike back this past week from an injury. We expect him to be even better this week. That we also gained Avery Stallwicki back this week. And he's somebody who's been missing since the first play of the Raytown game. Those are 2 key components of our defense. We hope and help us improve and and limit our opponents to what they can do. Offensively, we have to run the ball better, and it's not that we've run it bad, but we haven't run it as well as we did a few weeks ago. And a lot of that can be said for who we played, our opponents that we went against. And at the same time, we need to execute our plays a little better. And we know that going into practice this week, that's a big key point for us.
I know you mentioned earlier that there are some things you're ironing out for the next game. How do you think the players are taking these things to iron out and what they're doing for those things?
Well, we do a lot of things. On Saturdays, our players come in and we spend the first 2 hours looking at the last Friday night's game, and then we get into this upcoming week. We give them all scouting reports. We give them film to watch so they can kind of see who they're playing and then give them specific things we need to improve on each week. And you can see that in some of our players get better each week. And, that's our goal for the entire team, that we can do that. Looking at last week, we had to adjust in game and throw a little bit more because that's what they were giving us, and we were able to do that. And Tanner Swinson had a huge game receiving. Thomas Hendricks threw really well. He had 3 touchdown, no interception night, which we were proud of him on that. And we feel like he's really progressed the last few weeks, and hopefully that'll lead to a better outcome as we get going.
All right, thank you. We look forward to seeing you this Friday.
Thank you. We'll see you all next week. Thanks.
Hawthorn Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorn Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Mariah Imler.
I'm Terry Hayter.
I'm Lynn McClure.
I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorn Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorn Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.